Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're diving into day 3 of the first test between India and England at Headingley, 2025.
Yeah, and this isn't just your average match report.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
It's a chance to really get under the skin of the game, the tactics, the big moments, the human drama that makes test cricket just so gripping.
Exactly. Our mission here is to pull out the key bits of insight from this recap. We want to help you understand that real ebb and flow you get in these massive games.
Highlighting the crucial performances, the tension building up.
And hopefully doing it quickly, but, properly. Giving you the important stuff without drowning you in detail.
Spot on. We're looking for those surprising facts, maybe those little aha moments. So let's get stuck in.
Okay, so day 3 at Headingley, it was pretty dramatic. India finishing the day 90 for 2 in their second innings.
Holding a lead of just 96 runs, it feels incredibly tight.
It really does. And what makes it so fascinating is how close those first innings were. England all out for 465.
Just 6 runs short of India's 471. 6 runs.
I know, that tiny gap, it just ramps up the pressure, doesn't it? It tells you everything about how balanced this test match is.
It's like a thread holding it all together. And within that knife-edge balance, you had these standout performances and, well, heartbreak too.
Absolutely. You've got Jasprit Bumrah for India, just immense. Took 5 for 83.
His 14th test, 5-4, incredible consistency.
He was on fire.
Huh.
But then on the other side, you have the sheer agony for Harry Brook, getting out for 99.
Oh, brutal. Especially after everything that happened earlier in his innings.
Yeah, I mean, the story there dropped twice, wasn't he? On 46 and 80.
And survived a no ball the day before.
Exactly. So to get through all that and then fall just 1 run short of 100 at Headingley, his home ground, caught off Prasidh Krishna.
Wow. It makes you think, doesn't it? How do those moments, like those near misses, that bit of luck or bad luck, how does that affect the team's mood, their momentum?
That's a great question. Does falling short like that deflate the team, or does it almost, spur them on? It's fascinating psychology.
And it cuts both ways, right?
Yeah.
Because India had their own issues in the field, those dropped catches.
Yeah, there were a few, weren't there? And Rishabh Pant misjudging one behind the wicket.
These aren't just little mistakes, are they? When catches go down, especially in a tight game, the frustration for the bowlers must be huge. It adds up.
It absolutely adds up, that feeling of what could have been. Now, looking at how England got so close, 465, you have to credit others beyond Brook.
Pope's 100 was vital, even though we went fairly early on day 3.
Crucial innings. And Jamie Smith, too. He stuck around with Brook, kept England right in the contest with that partnership.
So from India's side, tactically speaking, what about the bowling strategy? Shubman Gill sticking with just the one spinner, Jadeja, for large parts of the day.
Yeah, that was interesting. Jadeja bowled pretty tightly, kept the runs down.
But wasn't getting a lot of turn, reports said.
Not much, no. So you look at Gill, his first big match as Pest captain. Was that the right call? Sticking with spin when it wasn't really threatening to take wickets?
It's a tough one. Maybe the pitch wasn't offering much? Or was it maybe a bit rigid tactically?
Could be either or a bit of both. If Jadeja wasn't breaking through, maybe rotate the quicks more, change the angles of attack. It's those kinds of decisions young captains have to grapple with.
Yeah, a real learning experience for him. But while Jadeja was holding an end, the other bowlers did chip in.
They did. Prasidh Krishna got 3 important wickets in the end.
And Siraj got a couple, including that pretty fiery send-off for Ben Stokes. You saw that.
Oh, yeah, definitely raised the temperature a bit. But England's tail, they wagged a bit, didn't they? Chris Woakes hitting those back-to-back sixes.
That must have been so frustrating for India, just when they thought they were wrapping things up.
You could almost feel it building. And then, just as India grabbed a couple wickets in their second innings, the rain came down.
Right. Umpires calling it a day just after 6 p.m. India, 90 for 2. Stokes wasn't happy, apparently wanted to keep Bashir bowling.
Yeah, reports said he was keen to continue. Those rain interruptions, they can really mess with the rhythm of the game, can't they? Psychologically.
Definitely adds another unpredictable element. But before that rain, India's second innings had started. And not perfectly.
No, Yashasvi Jaiswal out for just 4. An early blow.
But KL Rahul, wow.
Looked a class apart, didn't he? Unbeaten on 47. Some of those drives. Pure silk, like he was batting somewhere else entirely.
He really did. And the debutant, Sai Sudarshan, He looked much better this time around.
Yeah, after that first innings duck, he would have been nervous. But he looked solid, put on that vital 66-run stand with Rahul, really steadied things.
Absolutely crucial partnership for India.
Hmm.
Until Ben Stokes, the man with the golden arm, struck again.
Yeah, got Sudharsan for 30. It's funny how often a part-timer or an unexpected bowler gets that breakthrough, isn't it?
It really is. So let's circle back to Shubman Gill's captaincy. Day 3, his first proper examination as skipper. He's only 25. How did you rate his performance overall?
Well, like you said, there were definite positives. How he used Bumrah, for example.
Bringing him back at just the right time to finish off England's innings. That felt smart.
Very smart. Showed good game awareness, knowing when to deploy his main weapon. That's a great sign.
But maybe areas to work on, too. We mentioned the field placements earlier.
Yeah, possibly a touch conservative at times.
Yeah.
Allowed singles, maybe a bit too easily, released the pressure cooker, and obviously the dropped catches happened on his watch. So it's a mixed bag, but that's expected, right? He's learning in the toughest arena, under intense pressure. You'd expect him to refine things as he goes.
Absolutely. It's a baptism of fire. Okay, so looking ahead, Day 4, the big question for India. Can they set England a target over 300? What's needed?
Well, if Rahul and Gill can get through that first session, maybe put on a big partnership, then yeah, pushing the lead towards 250, maybe even 300 is possible.
But you've got England seamers, potentially helpful conditions.
Exactly. So maybe a target around 280 is more realistic. It connects to that whole Bazball thing too, you know? England scored their 465 in under 100 overs.
Right, they score quickly, it's aggressive, but maybe a bit more refined now. Brooks' aggression balanced by Pope being more measured.
I think so. And India's bowling did manage to keep them somewhat in check, despite the run rate. It wasn't reckless abandon.
And England love chasing at Headingley, don't they? That famous chase in 2022, chasing 359.
They do. So 300, maybe even 280, they won't be scared of that if Crawley or Root get going.
Which brings us to Rishabh Pant. He's waiting on not out. But we all saw that first innings, 134.
The ultimate game changer. That paddle sweep off the fast bowler. Incredible stuff.
So what's his role on Day 4? Does he attack from ball 1, or does he need to play the situation?
That's the million-dollar question for India's planning, isn't it? He can take the game away incredibly quickly.
So the ideal plan for India.
You'd think Rahul and Gill bat long, aim for a 150-run partnership, maybe more, build that platform,
Let the lead grow steadily.
and then unleash Pant and Jadeja later in the day to really accelerate and push towards that declaration target.
And for England, early wickets are key.
Absolutely vital. They'll need Stokes, Bryden Cars, whoever's bowling, to strike early, get into that middle order quickly, maybe make use of any swing with the newer ball if it's overcast.
And the weather, as always in England, could play a part.
Always the wild card. Plus, don't forget Bumrah versus Root. That's a massive battle. Bumrah's got him 10 times in tests.
Huge psychological edge there, potentially. So final thoughts. How do you see Day 4 playing out?
Honestly, it feels like a genuine 50-50 call. India probably have a slight edge with the runs on the board and Rahul looking so good.
No.
But England's chasing history here, their aggressive style, the possibility of rain. It keeps it wide open. It really is beautifully poised. Could go either way.
What a fantastic deep dive. It really highlights how tight this test match is. You can just feel how every single moment, every decision, every drop catch or brilliant shot.
Yeah, they all feed into this incredibly complex picture. It's why Test cricket is just, well, the best format for this kind of unfolding drama. Every little thing matters.
It really does. So as we leave our listeners to think about it, what specific moment or maybe decision from Day 3 do you think we'll look back on as being the most decisive one for how this whole test match turns out?
Ooh, that's a tough one. Maybe Brooke getting out on 99. Or perhaps one of those dropped catches. It's hard to say right now, but something on Day 3 could well